cover of this book is not a Catholic church. And it's worth mentioning the publisher actually issued a statement to USA Today saying that this church comes from the part of the country where Vice President Vance grew up. He was raised Protestant and in evangelical churches, and he talks about Christianity in an ecumenical sense throughout the book. Penny, I think you said you're familiar with this area, but would it? I'm from Massachusetts. I feel like you kick a rock, you hit a Catholic church. Was there not one?
Not many.
Okay.
No, I mean, you know, I'm a proud hillbilly, and I'm not actually at all surprised that he wrote this book. And if you understand where he grew up, you understand that he was very impacted by the faith of his grandmother.
Yes, this was in Hillbilly Elegy
evangelical Christian. And there's not many Catholics in Kentucky and the area he grew up in, Ohio. It tends to be a much more evangelical area, but people of deep faith. And despite what he went through in college and all the trials that he lived through as a child, his mother's drug use, faith was always there. He departed from it briefly, but came back. And what this book is about, I think, is about how he got back to his faith.
And that story feels familiar for those of us who grew up in the George Bush era as well, of kind of like church can bring you. I want to talk about one other thing, though, in this book about communion. He talks about a comment he made on Fox News 5 years ago. Let me play it for you.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too.
He doesn't need to, in this very personal book called Communion, go to a political fumble. Why do you think he did?
Because he wants to run for president. That's
okay.
Why. That's A. B.
No, but he called it one of the dumbest things I ever said. Boneheaded.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and defend J.D. Vance. The only thing we got in common is we both had a mamaw. But the reason he wrote the book, he wants to run for president, and he's trying to get in touch with a very important part of the electorate. Not saying that he's not Christian or not theological or all the things out there, but he's trying to become a real person and have a little bit of a redemption story. And as somebody who loves a redemption story, because I am a redemption story, I can respect that. And the church is in Tennessee, just FYI.
Wait, the picture
Virginia,
of the church?
The one on the
cover? No, we gotta verify.
It's in Virginia.
Oh yeah, Elk Creek, Virginia. There you go. Mount Zion, UMC. Shout out to y'all because you got a bunch of attention you didn't think you were gonna get.